Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
He shows you right there. He can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Prescott's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And again, it's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott there to make the grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zuerlein connects on the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. On play action, Wentz. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Prescott. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. 81, 81.
On 2nd and 10, Wentz. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
46 down, man. 5-4. Sunday.
Now Wentz. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. A throw on the money there to Doolin. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try to help against the run.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. Now Wentz. Touchdown, Colts. That's caught. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Pollard elects to keep it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Prescott now. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. On play action, Prescott. It's caught, Cooper. And he's got this down to the 35.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Prescott to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. To throw is Prescott.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Ezekiel Elliott as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, called it the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they'll take over with just 16 ticks remaining before intermission. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This one will come out to the 25 as Pollard is going to elect not to return it. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jaleel Addae. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And we'll tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Pollard to return from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Prescott.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run with Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Julian Blackmon bringing him down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 62 yards. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. Zuerlein good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying up.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big play there for Indy. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. That's Schultz. Another carry tonight for the workhorse, Elliott.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 from the 44.
A give to Elliott. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Well, this drive, they're 2 for 2 on third down conversions, but they need 7 yards here. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup.
And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's Wentz to throw.
And once more for Hilton, and this time complete.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Wentz going to try and throw on third. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Kwity Paye able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Bryan Anger now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. On the return, it's Rodgers. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 41. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Well, Prescott here to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz. And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. One man in the backfield. That's Elliott on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz there to make the grab. And the Cowboys have put this one to... Oh, and now they're going to fake it. His throw incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take...
Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing here, Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation.
And I think the ball's out. And it's picked up by